tonight. It's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Stay ready.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On the set.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Charles, Thursday night game, and I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Give give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
At the 50-yard line.
Justin. Go.
Herbert powering up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
You got a mini base.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
This 2nd and 4. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
So stuck from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more.
Touchdown, Bears! Khalil Herbert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alpha. Is it all right?
A handoff for Herbert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go quickly here out to Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Good night.
Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the Panthers' 11-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Buying time to his left. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Yep.
Out of the gun, Fields. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Extend.
Now Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. 4 yards Fields on the touchdown grab. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
A first down throw for Young. He's got Mingo. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Young to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still two more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Young to throw it. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now here's Young. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, cut.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, with a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Ken. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Young now from the 50. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Young will set to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got room. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, son. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 50, here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Herbert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On 1st down, it's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
551.
They'll run here with Herbert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Young's throw complete there to Thomas. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. There was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to line that man. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Young. And it's caught. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hand off right side for Herbert. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Don't jump. Ready? You got
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Easy.
Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready?
To throw, Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hubbard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
A first down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Escaping the pressure right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Here's Young. And he's got it. Touchdown. touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's first down.
Chip clear. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find Kmet. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
All eyes on Fields. He's got Mooney. Room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This is 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Here's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Right.
They'll go again with Herbert.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Extend. Out. Right.
Now Fields. Looks for the all-round, and it's complete to Kmet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
2 timeouts still available. Keep that in mind. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Right.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've